Okay, so we've got our images imported. We've got nuclear original and site original, and we're going to work with those through the analysis modules. And we're going to bring them in the start and then create objects which can be thought of as thresholded region of interest, for example. And then you can just work with each one in succession, create new ones, and then bring other ones back together and relate them together. And it gets rather complicated at times, but it's very powerful. You can do a lot of things through a long succession of modules here. And you can add a module down here. We have this panel of modules. There's a bunch of different things you can do. Often I will do some image processing to start with. For example, you could smooth, and on each module there's a help that you can have, and it will run through some information on how to set up that module. And another one is a morphological process. You can add that. So this is what I'm going to do quickly to clean up a little bit the edges of the nuclei in the images I have. When you double click there or add to pipeline, you can see it over here. The eye will let you know whether it's going to pop up a new window for you to see results. And this one here is saying there's a warning in the module, and the module details are over here. And each part of the module has a help section. It's like a breakdown of the module help, but relevant to the input you need to put in. So these are really good helps, so I suggest you click on anything you're not quite sure about. It will break down the information there. So let's have our input as our nuclear, and we'll have the nuclear morph on the output. And we're going to run a close operation once it stops flashing. It can be a little frustrating at times when it's flashing so much. We can have a close operation. We're going to do it with a round structuring element, which is going to then have a small round structuring element, which is going to try and get rid of some of the edges, the imperfections in the edges. Smooth can also do a good job. Sometimes I'll do a few different options at the start before I start finding things, and then come back later on and discover I don't need them, or I need more of something to identify the things of interest. And once you have that in place, you can start a test mode. Test mode will do one image at a time, and you can check things out as it goes. And analyze images, will go through the entire list. Let's just quickly do one stage on the test mode. You've got some run. We'll go through all of the options you have, and step we'll just do one at a time. And next image set you can jump between let's say the 3 you've brought in to start with. You can jump to number 2 and number 3. Let's just do step, and it cleans up the image a little bit, gets rid of some of the edges, and you can adjust the settings and go from there. So let's say we want to see how it goes with a bigger structural element, and if you go too big, it starts to be quite different, and it smooths it out too much. So you can play and get an instant feedback on what's happening there and how you're affecting the image. And on the next one, what we're going to do is throw in a primary object and identify the outside of the nucleus.